Hello students, today we discuss about transportation problem. So transportation problem is similar to linear programming problem. First of all, we formulate the transportation problem and find the mathematical model or a matrix in transportation problem. This mathematical model is called a matrix with demand and supply, and find the total optimal transportation cost. So this is the transportation matrix. Obtain an initial basic feasible solution. We formulate a matrix for transportation problem. After that, we find the initial basic feasible solution using three methods. First method is northwest corner method, second is least cost method, and third is Vogel's approximation method, or we can say that VAM method. The initial solution obtained by any of the three methods must satisfy the following condition. First one, the solution must be feasible. It must satisfy all the supply and demand constraint. In given matrix, we formulate a matrix. In this matrix, demand and supply must be satisfied. Second one, the number of positive allocation must be equal to m plus n minus 1, where m is the number of row and n is the number of column. Then we say that this is the non-degenerate solution. So both these conditions in solution, each and every solution should be satisfied. Then we say that this is basic feasible solution, initial basic feasible solution. After that, we find the optimal solution using two methods, modified distribution method or stepping stone method. One of them use find the optimal solution. So first of all, we formulate in transportation problem, we formulate the matrix and then find the initial basic feasible solution using any one of three, and third is find the optimal solution. So we discuss about one by one northwest, least cost, or Vogel's method. First we discuss about Vogel's approximation, northwest corner method. In northwest corner method, in step first, if we have a matrix, then we see the northwest corner of the table. This is the first northwest corner table of the given matrix, and we see here supply and demand. Here demand is 5 and supply is 7. So we give maximum number of unit to transport this cell. So we give 5. So this column is satisfied, and now we regenerate the matrix. Here supply is now 2. Now लेफ्ट मैट्रिक्स, इस बची हुई मैट्रिक्स में हम फिर नॉर्थ वेस्ट कॉर्नर देखेंगे इसमें, और नॉर्थ वेस्ट कॉर्नर इज नाउ दिस. नाउ वी असाइन द मैक्सिमम यूनिट टू ट्रांसपोर्ट आफ्टर looking the demand and supply. Here demand is 8 and supply is 2, so we give 2 unit to transportation, and after that this row is satisfied. Now remaining table, we see the northwest corner method, northwest corner, or this is the northwest corner, and now we regenerate the matrix demand and supply and we give maximum number of unit. Now this is the column satisfy. Then using these step we find the initial basic feasible solution, and after assigning the unit to each and every cell, we check that the solution is non-degenerate or degenerate using m plus n minus 1. For non-degenerate solution, the maximum number of cell should be occupied m plus n minus 1. Here m is 3, their number of rows is 1, number of rows 1 2 3 and column is 1 2 3 4. So m plus n, 3 plus 4 minus 1, 6 cells should be occupied. Now we check that 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this solution is degenerate solution. Now we find the transportation cost using the occupied cell 19 unit at the rate 5 unit at the rate of 19. So 19 into 5 plus में 30 into 2 using this plus में 30 into 6 plus 40 into 3 plus 70 into 4 plus 20 into 14, and after solving this we get the transportation cost is 115. This is the northwest corner method. Now we discuss about the least cost method. We say that LCM also. So first of all we find the matrix or formulate the matrix for transportation, and we see the minimum cost of this whole matrix. In this matrix minimum cost is 8. So we give the maximum number of unit to transport this cell, and we see that here demand is 8 and supply is 18. So we give the 8 unit and then satisfy this column. Now we regenerate the matrix after 18 now is 10. So remaining table we see the now minimum cost. Now minimum cost is 10. So we give the maximum number of unit to transport this. Using these step we satisfy the whole demand and supply, and after using these step we find these occupied cell. And similarly now for non-degenerate solution we check that m plus n minus 1 cell should be occupied. Here number of cell is occupied is 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, and m plus n using m plus n minus 1, or this is equal to 3 plus 4 minus 1, or this is equal to 6. So 6 cell are occupied cell. The solution is non-degenerate. And total transportation cost in similar fashion we find 814 rupees. So this is the least cost method. Now we discuss about Vogel's approximation method, VAM method, or we say that this is the VAM method. Using these 4 steps we find the solution, initial basic feasible solution of any transportation problem. First step is calculate the penalty for each row by taking the difference between smallest and next smallest unit. Last two smallest unit, difference between two smallest value in this row. We get their two smallest value is 10 and 19. So first is penalty is 9. In the second row the two smallest value is 30 and 40. The difference between them is 10. And in next row minimum cost of two cell is here 8 and 20. So difference between them is 12. So using this method we find the penalty in first column 9, 10, 12. Similarly in column first column two minimum cell value is 19 or 40. So difference between them is 21. And in second column there are two smallest value is 8 and 30, so 22. And next 40 and 50, this is 10. And in next 10 and 20, this is 10. So using the difference between two smallest value we find the first penalty column and penalty row. This is value is 9, 10 and 12. In this 21, 22 and 10, 10. So largest value in this penalty is 22. So in this column we check the least cost value. So least cost value is 8. So we give this cell to maximum number of unit and looking after demand and supply. So we give here demand is 8 and supply is 18. So we give here maximum number of unit is 8. So we assign this. Now we find the second penalty columns and second penalty rows, and this column is satisfied. So we give this is the dash 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 in this column. So except this column we find D1, D3, D4. Two smallest value is 19 and 10. This is 9. So difference between next two smallest value 40 and 60 is 20. Next 20 into 20 and 40, the difference between them is 20. Similarly we find 21 dash 10 10. Now we check the largest value in this second penalty row and column. So second penalty row and column is largest value is 21. So 21 we give the maximum number of unit in smallest value in this column, and in this column all value are 19, 70 and 40. So minimum cell value is 19. We see the demand and supply in this column and row. Here supply is 7 and demand is 5. So we give the 5 unit to transport this cell. Using this method penalty, we find the next penalty and largest value, we assign this. So this method we find the all demand and supply should be satisfied. After demand and supply is satisfying, we find the number of occupied cell. So number of occupied cell is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So this is the non-degenerate solution, and total cost in similar fashion we find the total cost. Here total cost is 779. So this is the Vogel's approximation method. After solving the transportation problem, and we find the initial basic feasible solution using three methods. First method is northwest corner method, second is least cost method, and third is Vogel's approximation. Any one of them using, we find the initial basic feasible solution of transportation problem. Now we find the optimal solution. So optimal solution find using by Modi method. Modi methods mean modified distribution method. So step first for modified distribution method is this. For an initial feasible solution, we first of all we check the solution is non-degenerate, and for non-degeneracy we should check that m plus n minus 1 cell should be occupied cell. After that we find the ui vi using this relation. Here Cij, I here is represent row and j for column. So Cij is the cost value of ith row and jth column, and ui plus vi for the occupied cell only. This formula is used for occupied cell. And next step, find the opportunity cost using this relation. Dij is equal to Cij minus ui plus vj. Using this is the important result to find the opportunity cost of each unoccupied cell. Using this relation for only unoccupied cell, we find the opportunity cost of each unoccupied cell. After that we find the opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is all opportunity cost is greater than 0, then we say that this solution is optimal solution. If any one of them is equal to 0 and all are greater than 0, then we say that this is the multiple optimal solution cases. Here there is an alternate solution is also exist. And third step, if any one of them Dij, that means opportunity cost is less than 0 or negative, then we say that this is not optimal solution, and now using the modified distribution method we find the optimal solutions. So after finding the opportunity cost, if any cost, one cost or more than one cost are negative, then we find the maximum opportunity here, most negative value cell. If any value is any one of them is most negative value, we we have maximum opportunity for this cell. So using step 4, we occupied the maximum opportunity cost cell using a closed loop. Closed loop is making that in this, so we say that this is the closed loop. Closed loop, if we say that this is the unoccupied cell is here, unoccupied cell is 60. So we make a closed loop using, for closed loop if we have maximum negative value, we must occupy this cell by using closed loop. We give the maximum number of unit to transport this unit, because there is opportunity to get profit. So using closed loop, so closed loop in closed loop is making starting from the unoccupied cell, and it turn at 90 degree at occupied cell, and after this we taking left or right. It is closed loop may be anti-clockwise or clockwise direction, and each occupied cell should be turned 90 degree, and then next, and then next, and after moving this closed loop come from starting point, initial point. This is the closed loop, and each turn sign is negative and positive, minus and plus. Using these sign, at this first cell is positive, we start the unoccupied cell, there is sign is positive, next sign is negative, and next is positive. So in this fashion we assign the sign of each turn at 90 degree, plus minus plus minus plus minus, and this closed loop may be in clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. After the give opportunity, give the transportation cell, this cell should transportation any time, any unit. After this we find the another ui vi and then another opportunity. If all opportunity is greater than 0, then it is optimal, otherwise we repeat this step by step using the until the all opportunity should be positive. This is the flow chart of modified distribution method, and now we discuss about any numerical. So this is the question. Using the step, using the first of all we find the initial basic feasible solution using VAM method, Vogel's approximation method, and opportunity cost. On these questions using, we can also use for northwest or least cost method. So in this question we use Vogel's approximation method and find the initial basic feasible solution, and solution in is AIR 779. The transportation cost is this, and solution is non-degenerate also. So using, now we find the opportunity cost. First of all we find the ui, and this is the ui, and these are the vi's. One of them u1, here u1, u2, u3, v1, v2, v3, v4, any one of them we first assume that this is equal to 0. So in this question we must take v4 is equal to 0, because in this column our maximum unit, maximum cell are occupied. If any row have maximum cell occupied, then we use this. In this column or row, any one of them is assume 0 using the relation this occupied cell. Here occupied cell is this. So all these are occupied cell. We use C3 for this, and find the u1, u2, u3 and this relation using 4, and these are called v1, v2, v3, v4 also. First of all we find the u1, u2, u3, v1, v2, v3, v4 using this relation, or after this, after finding the u1, u2 we find the opportunity. For opportunity cost we find using the relation dij is equal to cij minus ui plus vj, and all these are for unoccupied cells. Unoccupied cell, there are all are positive except minus 18. So D22 second row and second column there are opportunity to minus 18. So we assign this cell using closed loop. We assign the some unit to transportation. So using this we find the opportunity for second row second column, these are minus 18. So we make a closed loop for here minus 18 is the opportunity cost, and we make the closed loop to this and this and this and this. So this is the here sign is plus, here minus and plus and minus. Using these we demand and supply, we give the unit to transport this cell. Using this closed loop we give the maximum number of unit using this closed loop and should be satisfy demand and supply. So we get the next table is this, and again u1, u2, u3, v1, v2, v3, v4. So now the occupied is, first of all after assigning the unit to transportation this cell, now we give the 2 unit for transportation, and now we find the opportunity cost, we find the total cost and check that the solution is degenerate or non-degenerate. Here 6 cells should be occupied, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6. So solution is non-degenerate. Non-degenerate we check with this relation m plus n minus 1 this. So 3 plus 4 minus 1 is equal to 6. 6 cells should be occupied. Here 6 cell is occupied, and again we find the u1, u2, u3, v1, v2, v3, v4, and again find the opportunity cost for unoccupied cell. Here all unoccupied cell have positive opportunity cost. So this is the optimal solution. The optimal solution is 743. So again we revise the step of modified distribution method. First of all we find the initial basic feasible solution using any one of method, least northwest, least cost or Vogel's approximation, and then we check the solution is non-degenerate. After this, using this relation we find the u1, u2, u3, un or v1, v2, v3, vn, and after that we find the opportunity cost for each unoccupied cell. If all opportunity costs are positive, then solution is optimal. If any one of them is negative or more than one are negative, we choose the most negative value, and this cell in which most negative value we should occupy the cell using the closed loop. After the closed loop again we check the solution is in next table, we check the total cost and then we check the degenerate or non-degenerate solution. If solution is non-degenerate, then we go for optimal, and using modified distribution method we again find the u1, u2, u3, v1, v2, v3, v4, and after finding this we find the opportunity cost for unoccupied cell. If all opportunity cost of these unoccupied cell positive, then we say that this is optimal solution, otherwise we again repeat the step of closed loop. And in next table we find the total cost, checking non-degenerate solution, and again find the u1 u2 u3 v1 v2 v3 v4, and again find the opportunity cost. we जब तक हमारे पास ऑप्टिमल सॉल्यूशन नहीं आ जाता है, वी रिपीट ऑल दीज स्टेप. तो दिस इज द modified distribution method for finding the optimal solution.